Right. What? The $1,000 has been found.
That was absolutely massive.
It was found. The $1,000 has been found. I am wearing the Jake hat backwards. Wait, what? Yes, it was found by LUC, Mr. LUC, who will be joining us in call today to give his epic award speech ceremony, Game of the Year edition. You know, I figured what I will do, kind of go over what it was, and then have LUC come in, talk about how he found it. I also have a lot of I've been taking screenshots of everybody in like the hunting channel and people who DM me with their ideas and theories to sort of like catalog the progression of this, and the people who are like really close and the people who are like way off, and some of the more wild, insane theories. It has been really fun. So it was a hidden, unlisted video that I had uploaded 2 years ago, and I took the URL, cut it up into pieces, and then hid that all throughout various places in RLCraft. We will watch that video now. LUC right here. The comment was, it was too painful. Who found it? Confirmed everything on Discord. That was him and his account. Sent him the money. He has it. He won it. Congratulations, LUC. Now, what was the video?
Whoa, check out this sweet 60 FPS webcam.
Congratulations, you found this video. Now, given the difficulty it was to find this video, I hope, you'd probably, which I think it was, expect a little more than my fat face here to greet you. And I wish I had something better planned for this video. But you see, the problem is, I'm recording this on December 15th, which is like a week before I'm supposed to release RLCraft 2.9. But I need to get this video done to generate a URL to hide in RLCraft. Yeah, it has the old couch too, you're right. So you see my problem here. So this hidden video itself is probably gonna be super lame. Have a fancy flame effect, wow. Entertainment. Beautiful. For real though, if you did find this video and you were the first person to comment on this video, I regret to inform you that you have just won $1,000 and your own structure in RLCraft. Right. So that was how I was going to know who found it, right? I was keeping an eye on this video, and it was the first person to comment would win the $1,000, right? In the next update. And I forgot about this. I actually forgot, and that part of it was this. Your own structure in RLCraft in the next update that we do. No, this is not a joke. The first person to comment on this video. Yeah, penis structure. So, so LUC gets to put his own structure in 2.10, whatever he wants. Unless it's a giant penis. Well, we talk about that later. Is this a dumb idea? Probably. Is $1,000 too much? Likely. Do I have no idea what I'm doing? Yes. This is sort of this last minute idea I had. I want to hide like this. I knew it was dumb from the get-go. I knew. Little Easter egg sort of hunt in the new 2.9 update for RLCraft, and have a cool prize at the end if you find this. And hopefully it goes well. I have no idea. I've never done anything like this. I was worried I was gonna get caught by like the other devs, and they definitely didn't know. I saw some people saying like, oh, maybe I lied, but no, nobody knew because we're rushing and trying to finalize everything. So this is like really last minute, and if I fuck it up, this could be really easy to find and someone finds this like right away, or I can make it too difficult and somebody doesn't find this for a long ass time, and I don't know. But yeah, leave a comment, add your PayPal. 2 years past Shivaxi. Two years. You son of a bitch. Anyway, PayPal, or don't, if you don't want your PayPal public, you can hit me up on Discord. Yeah, why did I say? That's just like stupid. Yeah, I suppose your PayPal and the kind of like, I'm such a dumbass. Discord, so we can work out whatever, which you're gonna have to do anyway if you want to send me a structure to put in RLCraft, like whatever you make. I had no idea how this is really gonna unfold. You know what I mean? And you want goes in the next update of RLCraft, unless it's a giant penis. Please don't, please. But yeah, $1,000. It is a group of people that ended up finding it. You guys can split the money. You can give it to charity. You can give it to your mom. My point is, it is yours to do whatever you want with. I hope this video made your day. I hope this whole Easter egg thing hunt, whatever I'm doing here, goes well. And if it does, I'll probably try to do something like this in a future update of RLCraft, probably like a 2.10 or whenever we get to like the next major milestone, which is going to be a lot harder now that everybody is going to be like hyper aware. So people are going to be looking for file change comparisons between 2.9 and 2.10 now, really like hard scrutinizing. I'm going to have to like come up with something really clever. I do have some ideas for doing another one, but of course, obviously I'm going to keep everything to myself. And when we get to that, we get to that. In RLCraft. I hope the update went well, because I have no idea how the launch of 2.9 is going to be. I'm nervous. Yeah, that was also a scary thing, because 2.9 was like a huge update, so something could have gone majorly wrong, and then we had like something really broken. 2.9 was actually quite solid. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying RLCraft, enjoying the update. And it's sort of my Christmas present, although it's likely this will be found way after Christmas. And actually, you know, it's not too far off. It actually kind of worked out, you know? But merry late Christmas. I've set aside $1,000 just for this. Oh, I should also say, I have not told anybody that I'm doing this. Yep. Everybody else that's helping me with RLCraft on the dev team have no idea. The testers don't know. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this so last minute, is so that there's no chance that like anybody on my dev team or any of my testers like find this. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Peace out. Epic. But yeah, so that was the video. It was a video. There were a lot of people right off the bat who kind of guessed like, oh, some hidden unlisted video, especially with the V equals book, which was part of it. So they were right on the money with that. They were spot on. Before we get LUC in here, I want to go over the pieces where they were hidden. So you can see the URL up here, right? Is VMCWZ29RL, by the way, which was very coincidental and amazing, and then RY. So let me go into game and show you where these were hidden. So the first piece, of course, which a lot of people did notice right away, was in one of the more common structures, one of the call-in houses. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is the first call-in house, right? And then you have the secret trapdoor under here with a book surrounded by ink sacs, and of course, it says V equals. This is the first part of the code. This is supposed to hint at like, oh, maybe you're looking for a YouTube video. And the ink sacs are part of it, which we'll get to in a second. The bottles in the barrels have nothing to do with this, by the way, and we'll come back to that in a little bit. But anyway, so that
I wonder who could have placed those there.
So that was the first part of it, right? The next part was hidden in a texture, which originally during development was kind of like a sample item. So you have this example item, which has in the texture VM. It's a little difficult to see, but
you could just place it in an item frame.
You could also place an item frame. Now, you can't obtain this in survival, obviously, which is kind of part of the first hint. Some pieces more clear in, you know, survival versus creative, right? This is kind of one of those pieces. You can see it in survival, right, in JEI, but it is easier to see if you're in creative. You take it and you're like, why is there this weird angry face thing? You put it in an item frame and you will see the VM, right? I try to draw it in a way that's like, okay, it's a capital VM because YouTube links are case sensitive. So one part is in a texture. The next code is a bit of a weird one. If you place a bamboo bridge and then you right click on it with a torch, it returns CW in the chat. This is a really obscure one, although people did find this kind of quick because they were digging through the files and they found this in the config and they're like, why was CW written in here when you did this? You know what I mean? So there we go, bamboo bridge one. Next part of the code. This one was probably one of the dumbest ones. God, dude, this was so stupid to hide it like this. Leather wolf armor. If you click on this, it obviously tells you how to make it and gives you the recipe, but if you right click on it, that is to see what the item can be crafted into. And I made a recipe where the leather wolf armor could just be broken down into leather. And if you look at the recipe ID on the side, although I guess the chat's kind of covering a little bit, it says Z29 is the name of the recipe ID, which is the next part of the URL code. This one was really stupid. Although I'm glad it was found without me having to give like a specific hint. And we'll talk to Luck about that later, how he found that. Because he did find that legitimately, which I'm very happy about. I was worried. There was a worry about like people brute forcing the unlisted video, the URL, if people had like most of the pieces and then they could kind of fill in the blanks. But fortunately, it kind of all worked out, right? So I think it was like just cryptic enough. I don't know. People found it, you know, eventually. It took a while. The next part of the code is my boss. Player bosses, player boss. Right. So if you've ever found the Shivaxi structure, you will have found me. And if I die, which last time I did this command, it crashed. Let me pause the music. If I die, you will hear this. Oh, shit. I'm blue. Dabba Diba die. That was really lowercase r, lowercase l. Lowercase r, lowercase l. And it's funny because I had to specify lowercase again because YouTube URLs are case sensitive. I didn't say it was dumb.
I just sent the image that made me laugh so much related to that one.
Oh yeah, somebody put it through a spectrogram.
Immediately, and then just, nah, it's nothing.
I love that was a thing though. The next and final piece was in the messages in a bottle, which you can fish up when fishing. And there's a chance when opening, which if I can find it, oh my God. There we go. There. Oh, I got it twice in a row. Purple RY. Now, some people rightfully asked, how the hell would you know the order to put this in? Well, if we take a look, every code is associated with a color. The V equals book at the beginning. Ink sacs, that is black dye. The texture for the angry face with the VM in it is red. Then you have blue Dabba Diba die, RL code from Shivaxi, blue, being the code there. Purple RY in here. The bamboo bridge is green, and the leather wolf armor is brown. It even says brown when you hover over it. Every single code was associated with a color. But if you're familiar with Minecraft 1.12, that is the exact order that the dyes are in. Black, red, green, brown, blue, and purple. Even with the meta IDs of going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one kind of went a little whoosh over people's heads. And I did ask Luck how he pieced together the code, and he did not figure out the color thing. He did just kind of randomly arrange them and got lucky with the URL, which at this point I was like, you know, that's fine. That is fine because this was really scary. And I talked about earlier, if I do this again, I would want to have put something in a little more to drive you towards like the idea of like, okay, the color is part of the key. At the same time, I did really enjoy this being as stupidly cryptic as it was. Yeah, I don't know. This is fun though. This is a lot of fun. So Luck, what do you plan to do with your millions of dollars now that you're rich?
Oh yeah, I put it in a high yield savings account. I'm gonna be living off this for the rest of my life and retiring tomorrow.
Epic Pog. All right, I applaud it. It's good. It's good. So let's go with some questions first. How long have you been playing RLCraft?
I guess it's been pretty on and off for a few years now. I initially played with some friends, but they found it a bit too difficult.
What?
So I kind of
that's crazy.
But yeah, then I just, you know, I heard about the treasure hunt, and I thought, you know, this would be the perfect time to you know, give it another go.
Yeah, you were in really early, I think. I saw you join the Discord during like the start of the treasure hunt, right?
Yeah, I think it was like within the first day or two of the video going out.
Okay. Yeah, I saw. I have a lot of screen. Actually, I'll pull those up because I kept a catalog. I was sending Ulysses, my editor, every single screenshot because I knew we were going to be making a video about this, and we ended up taking 250 megabytes of screenshots. So this is before the first hint. This is the very beginning. Ulysses, why did you put this? Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna move on. God damn it. And I think that was during the live stream review. Anyway, here's Corpy. Doubt, but maybe the V equals book. Maybe misleading everyone into thinking it's a V equals book on accident. So people were already on the book thing. Oh yeah, and then there was Google Documents. There was a whole website that came about. Here's the first message from Luck, which is pretty much right after the reveal video. So what was your like starting process, Luck? Like, where did you start looking and everything?
Yeah, so I kind of just started with the data mining route. which kind of carried me throughout the whole process. Initially, I took apart config files, the resource files, all of that, and I immediately established that the mods were, ruled out of the cards.
Yeah, like here's an early screenshot. You were talking about the Twitch link being returned on one of the bridges. One of the theories was the try hallucinating by eating raw chupacabra meat and then sleeping at the same time to get a dream that tells you where the $1,000 is. Like there was some really far out stuff in there, which is quite fun to watch. And then yeah, so Saucy found the right clicks thing. This I think I should have done. This is a great idea. If I do this for next time, everybody can blame you.
He's on my hit list. That's what I'm using the $1,000 for.
This is really cool. Jama was also the one who started he wrote the script to just try random unlisted video URLs and then like make sure he was looking at my channel. I was like, oh my god. We talked about it too. We're like, that's
38 to the 11th power
yeah, here it is.
Amount of possible guesses.
Yeah, if it's a YouTube video, it will be found. And he had this fucking like running in command prompt, and I'm just like, I talked to Fonny about this too. I started getting nervous. I'm like, is it possible to like find this by brute forcing it? That's this way. Thankfully, it didn't.
Someone posted what YouTube has 800 million videos or something like that, but 38 to the 11th power. You'd already have to be really lucky to even just find an actual video with that tool, much less a Shivaxi video, much less the specific video.
Yeah. So and then I was like, I wasn't worried. We almost thought about like, oh, should we make a rule about no brute forcing? But I was like, at this point, it's kind of too late because it's there. It happens, whatever. I'm glad it all worked out and unfolded the way it did. Oh yeah, and then I don't know if Killer's here. Killer, didn't you make an AI or something? You tried to like train an AI to like find the $1,000, and then even Luck over here is like, AI is not gonna find it.
Maxis pointed out in the channel just now that Mince and Corpy appear in almost every screenshot.
Yeah, I was looking at basically like Ojama, Killer, Luck for sure, because he's in the beginning of a lot of this. Mince had some pretty good ideas as well. Corpy, I had my eye on because some people were getting kind of close.
And then they got too deep into the liquor.
Oh, the bottles thing. We're going to get to that in a second. So hold on. This, I think, was the dumbest theory out of... People were trying to take the stupid sample example item and breed two Shivaxi bosses together. Why? Just why? Why? We're moving on. That was after the reveal, right? Now, hint video 1 drops. So already, this was somebody thinking of the line, the whole, some people that have a glint, that was part of it. And no, that was just there so I could rhyme. Sorry. What were you thinking, Luck, after the first hint dropped?
I was still completely lost at that point, I think. I was still on the bottles because the whole time the bottles was in the background.
Wait, you were on the bottles even from hint 1? When did you get on the bottles thing?
Like immediately.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Dude, I didn't know.
Oh
my god.
Liquor really does destroy people.
Oh, this is great. You went out of their way to actually message artists, the creator of the structure that has the V Eagles book, to get confirmation if they put that in the structure themselves or not. Which is smart. That was, kudos to them. That's actually smart. And then Luck, here we have another big thing from Luck. He can be reasonably certain that it's not in any of the mod's original source code, which is true. It's not plainly in any book, sign, or other text like that, which is, I think, true. It's not in any texture. How did that work out for you, Luck?
Yeah, I think a day after I said that, I discovered the VM texture. I was like, oh.
Then we get the first, the first bottles incident. Mince. Maybe something with bottles. Ojama's already trying to like decipher the bottles and like put it into numeric code, and oh my god.
Do you have the screenshot of the person who edited the V Equals book?
Oh, I saw that.
Somebody trolled really hard and put in the never gonna give you up YouTube URL. Ulysses, throw a picture of that up if you can find that. I'm sure you'll have a fun time. Anyway, and then Killer made the spreadsheet. This is actually the website that Killer made to have all this. It's really cool. Actually has all the info on the side here. You can't see because my webcam's in the way. Here's the hints, you know, hint 1, hint 2. Really cool to like just see like how much people were like into this and how much people were doing, you know. So this was cool. I screenshotted this because again, luck was kind of right on the money, where I said in the hint, one of the pieces being the most vital, and luck goes, yeah, it could be referring to a rare item or structure, and I was specifically referring to the Shivaxi structure because that is like the most rare structure in the game, and it housed one of the pieces. And then yeah, Quenber's like, watch the vehicles, just not be part of it at all.
Yeah, like they go, oh, it's vehicles, and then someone else would go, no, it's this random rabbit hole, and then people get stuck on it for a couple hours.
Yeah, people were going down some really wacky rabbit holes. Ashcore went and did every single quest thinking that would unlock something. So that was a fun.
I tricked them.
Yeah, we
finally got people to do the quest.
Okay, so now hint package 2 comes out. In the reveal, I told a lie. People got this almost immediately, but essentially it was the December 15th when I said RLCraft 2.9 came out on December 15th, which was the lie. This was a complete accident, by the way. I did not mean to say December 15th. That is actually when I uploaded this video, that video you're supposed to be looking for. And I had just looked at this previously before we went live and recorded this. So I mixed up my dates by accident. And it ended up kind of working out because pointing out in hint 2 that I told a lie, December 15th ended up being the last modified date for the Shivaxi structure. And it's the only structure in the folder that is last modified on December 15th. I was like, oh my God, thank God there's something I can tie it to, because I slipped up and made an oopsie, and somebody is going to notice that and be like, oh my God, that's got to be part of the hint. So now it was like, now I had to make it part of the hint. It's also funny, 2.9 came out on the 21st, exactly 6 days from December 15th. There's 6 pieces. So it was like, holy shit, it's a double hint. You know, like it actually worked out in multiple ways. It was like, I cannot believe. It's so stupid. I didn't mean to. I just got my dates confused. So after hint 2 came out, where I talk about the lie that I told and go back and count the number of times I said the word pieces. Average great sword enjoyer, can we get a round of applause? Right? For average great sword enjoyer, who immediately got it. This was like the first message after the video dropped. It was just boom. I think this means there are 6 pieces in total. Right on the money. And then average, again coming in clutch, I found the lie. In the video, he says 2.9 came out on December 15th. According to the wiki, it actually came out on the 21st. Average Great Sword Enjoyer, huge W for just getting that so fast. Both of the hints. Yeah, so luck. Okay, so hint 2 drops. You immediately checked every modified file, and you found the Shivaxi structure modified on December 15th. So that was really good that you found that like pretty much immediately, you know?
Yeah, I actually wrote a script. It wrote out all of the files where they were and their timestamps in chronological order.
Oh, okay.
So I saw them next to each other. I was like, oh, so, you know, this timestamp exactly aligns. It can't be a coincidence.
Right, yeah. And that's why I was trying to point out the Shivaxi structure. So that worked out. All I know is that this creature is a liar. There were so many memes that kind of came out. I think I have one of the memes. Oh, yeah. Then what the real $1,000 were the friends we made along the way? What if the lie was the friends we made along the way? Watch it actually be the 1K was actually the friends we made along the way. The real hint was the friends we made along the way. It's just everybody was memeing this. Yeah, like you actually pointed it out too. You're like, bro. So I thought this was pretty funny. And then, yeah, Quember pretty much couldn't have said it better. At this point, I'm really just here to watch everyone spiral into chaos and delusion. Yep. And it was beautiful. And then they actually say there's something called an example item. Has that been checked off? I was confused about the VM in the corner. And then Luck is like, oh, let me double check that. And then you figure out where the item was registered. And then it gets posted. Yeah, and then it gets posted here. So Luck actually ended up posting this. I don't know if you were the first one. And even here, you're like, no way. So what were you thinking at this point? Like, so did you know you're like, this has to be part of the code?
Yeah, this was kind of like the confirmation for me, really, that it was, well, one, that I was completely wrong about it not being in items, and also I'm on the right track and we've found something here. This actually was a very crucial piece of the puzzle because it kind of had a knock-on effect for me finding the other pieces.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another brilliant idea. Maybe we need to have RLCraft turned on for 6 days in a row, 144 hours, without turning off while holding 6 of certain items in the inventory. I think the game would memory leak before you could have it running for 144 hours straight.
I actually ran it for, I think, 2 weeks straight.
Oh my god, did you actually?
Yeah, it's because I put my PC to sleep because when the windows closed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've got 32 gigs of RAM, so fortunately the memory leak didn't quite take me out until the end.
That's funny. Holy shit. Hint 3 comes out now. I show the house. I'm like, okay, people want confirmation that the V equals is part of it. Boom. Here's the house with the V equals book. Right? And then I show a little bit of the date modified thing to kind of like more hone in on the Shivaxi structure. Because I thought that was going to be the hardest piece to find, right? Turns out it was the leather wolf armor. But anyway, and immediately, boom, the V equals building is there. YouTube video 99.99% confirmed. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out of that. Out of hint 3, I show the flash of the artist building, and there were some people who immediately were like, oh yeah, V equals, boom. It's got to be about it. And then calamity. It may be about the bottles. And Mince being like, yep, it's absolutely about the bottles. And I just, oh. And
Mince is taking such big L's here because they also are the one that said, nope, it's not the audio file.
I'm so sorry, Mince. Oh, God, dude. And no, people thought this was super confirming the bottles thing. And he was like, yeah, I mean, I have 3 different colors, too. And it's like, oh, Jesus. So, fuck. Dragons, you are in here. I'm pretty sure it's 1-2 letter combinations per structure. You don't need to confirm. That's just what I wanted to say. That was something you DM'd me. That was your theory, which was not correct, but it was a good theory. Take it upon myself to not open my mouth in the next minutes. I'm so sorry. It's just like, bro.
Just need to take what
Hindsight
you think
is
and then just do
2020.
the opposite.
Hindsight is 2020, you know? Oh, then Black Eagle couldn't be here today, but he was also taking screenshots and stuff. I don't think your hint was big enough. They're searching up what color your keyboard is and trying to find some sort of code in it. How would this ever be related to the, like, I wouldn't make it so people had to know, like, what peripherals I use. And, like, what if I throw away this keyboard or it breaks or something? You know, like, how could I, bro. So I missed this. I didn't even see this happening, apparently. Oh my God. Mince! I'm sorry to throw you under the bus again, but here we go. Part 2. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I have zero clue what the fuck.
That is Pepe Sylvia right there. That's everyone working on the bottle theory.
Yeah. God. BP, anyone figure out bottles? Blue, more bottle stuff. This equals 8, and then there's 8 ink sacs and, oh my good lord. What is so important about the apple juice? Nothing! Literally nothing! I don't even understand what's happening with this. More bottles, the wine and juice is 100% part of the mystery. It's driving people nuts, which is so funny. Oh, and then, yeah, Kilv said something, and I messaged him, being like, I'm documenting everything, you know, you want to just tell me what you found. And Kilv said they found the blue RL from the desk sound, the purple RY from the bottles, the CW from right-clicking on the bamboo bridge, and now the VM from the example item. They only needed one more. They needed the leather wolf armor. There were a lot of people who were like really on this with the YouTube thing, and I'm glad, you know, that so many people like did happen to be on the right track, and it came down kind of like to the wire who was really gonna get it. And Kills almost had it. He goes, the colors could just be Minecraft color codes. You know, he's close. It was the dye, you know, but like not a terrible idea. He's on the right track with it. And that was kind of like I was thinking, if people figured out the color thing, they would have realized the one they were missing was brown. And then I figured that would make them start to look at items or blocks that were brown, you know, or whatever. Because the leather wolf armor literally is brown and has brown in it when you hover over it, like it shows the color. And I said to Ulysses, I was like, you know, at this point, if somebody does just brute force the very last code, I think I'm going to allow it. Because I thought, since nobody had brought up the wolf armor yet, I was just like, I think this is the dumbest one. This is just too difficult, you know. And I almost said something in 3.1. I had a whole skit planned out for the third hint video where it was gonna be like between me, Shivaxi, and Chefvoxy coming in from the side. I was gonna give a hint right here about the last code that wasn't found, you know, because I was like, at this point they found everything but one. I could give a hint that pertains to those people, right? I was just gonna look at the camera and just go bark. And hope, you know, that's a double hint because bark is brown from a tree, but bark also dog, also wolf armor, you know. I was kind of like on the fence about it, and he was like, yeah, that might be just like too much. And me and Ulysses both agreed that the bottles thing had to be called out at the very least. So I ended up just doing like the short, funny little 3.1 instead of a whole hint video 4 script. That was that. This, God bless, dude, fucking I don't even know who made that. I don't remember who made this. And then, yeah, I showed this at the end of the 3.1 video because I was like, this pretty much sums it up. The whole bottle thing is hilarious. Keeps all the insanity and absurdity of other ideas, you know, which are obviously impossible, while technically maybe being possible. It's a wine cellar. It holds wine. You know, like, that's what I was like, so utterly preposterous. And he says, yeah, the position of the bottles being some moon logic code is preposterous. That's just so fucking funny. So, 3.1 drops. And everybody freaks the fuck out. I came here with trust issues. I'm now getting out with even more trust issues. LUC posting 4 of the 5 final codes there. And then LUC, this is the when you were trying the one with the JTY thing.
One of the quests, I think it's the text that gets all jumbled. There's a bunch of like keyboard spam, and then at the end it kind of just merges into JTY repeated like times.
Oh, interesting. Okay. How long did we spend looking into that? Too long. Corpy posted this. I just thought it was really funny. Everyone dying about the hint package, and then the copium, Guys, I'm certain it still has something to do with the bottles. You're right. Maybe Shiv is lying again. God damn it. Let's just keep decoding bottles until we get another hint. We're on to your tricks and schemes. Motherfucker. Corpy with some copium. Maybe the last hint is also a 2-letter string and isn't a YouTube link. Definitely. And then LUC with the comment. Fine, I saw it as soon as it was posted. This was too painful. Again, big congratulations. Oh my god. It was a wild ride, dude. It's so funny because it was like after like what? Just a couple hours after the 3.1 video dropped, I see this posted and LUC, I was watching the channel and LUC was just like, GG. Oh yeah, I have it here. GG. He got it. So how did you come up with brown? What was, because you had everything but the wolf armor.
Yeah, so after the 3.1 hint dropped, I immediately closed all of the bottles.
You just had like 5 monitors with like bottles everywhere.
Yeah, no, I think I had like 7 VS Code windows open with various bottles. But, I was like, okay, back to the drawing board. I need to figure this out. And then I think someone messaged me actually, and they said they've figured it out. Color is orange, and then they corrected it and said brown. There was someone else.
Who messaged you and said that? So somebody figured out the color code then. Told you what you were missing. CD. Oh shit. So CD kind of came in clutch then.
He did, because that is what prompted me to do a quick like research for all the files. I was looking for what was orange. I saw leather, saw the Z29, and I was like, I've seen this before.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then yeah.
That's awesome. Holy shit. So you just randomly kind of put them together.
Yeah, I can post a screenshot in the chat.
So what are we looking at here?
So I've got the pieces at the top, and then the rest of the code just kind of generates all the permutations for those pieces.
Okay.
Checks if it's in one of my many failures. and then if it finds it, it sends me a little Discord webhook notification and logs it's found it. And
So you had this generating URLs for you?
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Damn, that's crazy. That's really cool. Again, I know this can be seen like a little bit brute forcey, but at the end of this, I was like, you know, if somebody gets it this way, fuck it. That's fine at this point. Because I knew some of the pieces were just like so silly, and like the actual arrangement and what you were supposed to use for it was gonna be kind of difficult to kind of decipher, you know. So as long as I kind of talked to like Ulysses and Fonny about it, I was like, as long as somebody knows where all the codes are, right, which you did, then I think you know it's all fair game.
Yeah, without all the pieces, this was pretty much impossible to brute force.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many combinations.
Well, GG, man.
GG.
Thank you for participating, everybody. I'm glad. I hope everybody had fun with this. This was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do it again. Again, I'm gonna have to be quite careful now because I know people are gonna be super hyper aware of any 2.10 test build, whatever, and be like comparing files. So I'm gonna have to come up with something really wacky. Probably. I'll have to think. I have some ideas, but yeah, this will be good. Ulysses. This will be have fun editing this, making a video. I need to go now, pack and move and things, and it's gonna be annoying. Give it another hunt soon. Again, I'm probably gonna do it for 2.10. So
We're all winners here.
yeah.
Except Mints.
Damn. Oh, you gotta do him dirty like that. Poor Mints, dude. Oh, I feel bad.